Hello everyone, my name is Carrie Lynn and I thank you so much for coming to my page and checking everything out. I have been an artist my entire life and beyond honored for you to be part of the journey. And I thought, I have been creating a lot of stuff this year and I finally am able to get it all out, and I wanted to have a little show and tell to tell you what's going on. So when you check out my gallery, there is an enormous amount of prints, at least 100 prints, which will always be expanded on because as an artist, you're always creating more. And thought I would take you on a little journey to show you what some of these prints look like live. So this little guy, his name is Qualtus. Check him out. He is super cute. He has this kind of platypus looking face. He got these eyeballs, and you can see the cool water that's around him. And he lives underground in the water, very, very deep into the water in caves. And his name is Qualtus, and he tends to go on different adventures down in the water, but he has a friend. And his friend's name is Sepizinus. Check out Sepizinus. Sepizinus is fun. He reminds me of a little otter. He's really gentle. His energy is really soft. I really enjoy creating him. I've just started getting into digital art this year. I'm very, very honored to be able to share it with you. Now, here is my next little friend. His name is Waltric. And these are sweet little guys. They're in the underwater duos. They're a dynamic duo team. And I have been able to create clothing out of these guys as well. So if you take a look at our clothing section, you're going to notice under our new collection that you can have these sweet little guys on the front and on the back of your clothing. And you can feel the energy of these sweet little souls. And now here, this is a really fun one. This is called Powered Up Krista. And she works with lots of energy and supports you. And if you ever need any help or you need some vibrational frequency of the violet fire, she can definitely come and help you out. She's a wonderful space holder at any home. And she is part of our galactic superhero collection, and I'm starting a new galactic superhero. So here's a show and teller that hasn't come into print yet because we're not done it. However, it's airbrush and it looks like this, and it's going to glow under black light, and it's going to have an incredible story that goes with it once I find out what it all is. Now, I have these other really cool pictures. You'll notice that there's a lot of space on my page, and that's because space is cool. And so here's one of my little critter pictures turned into a space explosion. And all of these can be found on the gallery page. We have Rhodoeus. Rhodoeus is cool. And we have a really cool shirt, a jersey top. And our jersey tops are super fabric. They're really, really comfy. They're this fabric actually, and I can't tell, but you can see that it's really, really bright, and it holds its color and it holds its shape as well. So it really slims into the body as well. And then we have this amazing cool picture called Where Dreams Are Created. And this was from my very first airbrush. So if you want to take a look at the airbrush, this is also online as the original. Just take a look. Isn't this fun? Really airy, really fun. Full of wonder, full of creation. And I've also been working with black and white charcoal prints. And I've never done a black and white before. Like I have. I haven't done a black and white for a very long time, and I felt very inspired to start creating out of black and white pictures. So let me show you what we created. Very excited. Now, I have been wanting to draw the Renaissance period for a long time, and I've always had a fascination with clothing and how things drape in fabric, right? So this here is one of my charcoals that I did. That's one of the prints that are online that you can have for $10. And that picture brought me into a new learning, which brought me into an angel. So this is a guardian angel right here. And you'll notice there's beautiful folds, the fabric, and just such a soft feeling of a face. Really, really gentle soul, And then I have one called Archangel Raphael. Take a look. I have never drawn anything from this viewpoint before. And it just felt so good. And it felt so comfortable. And the energy was so powerful as I was working on this picture. I would get up so early just so I could draw this. And it took hours to create. And it's ready and to be shown. Now, did you know one of the hardest things to draw as an artist for myself personally are children? Having children look like children versus small adults, not always easy. So I figured some out. Check this out. You'll see this sweet little girl. And listen, they're friends. They're going on an adventure together. And they have their own ideas of where they're going. And they have so much expression in their eyes. And then the reason I wanted to learn that was to be able to do this. Now this picture was made with no references whatsoever. And I'm really, really proud of this one. This one was done right out of my soul. And it kind of created itself. And there's so much energy, so much magic in this picture. And I'm very excited to share it with you. So then I thought, Carrie Lynn, you've made an enormous amount of prints. What do you do next? And I'm like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a way to share them with you. So I've created a really sweet deal. And what the deal is when you buy a print for $10 and a second print for $10, you get your third print for $5. So that way you save 55% on all 3 prints, and you can have a minimum of 3 prints for $25. If you buy 2 more prints, you get another one for $5, and it just repeats over and over again. So you can have as many as you want. So the question is, how do you pick out of 100 prints? So what I would suggest to do is I would just center yourself and just put your hand up on top of your screen and just feel which ones connect to you, and then feel into that one and look at that one, and then write them all down. And then do it again, and then do it again. And the ones that are meant for you will be sitting in front of you to share with you and all their energy. So I invite you to check out my gallery and see all the nifty things going on in there, because there is something that's waiting for you that's going to call your soul, and I'm excited for you to discover what that is. Thanks so much for watching, and I'm excited for our next show and tell.